Welcome everyone to the Des Bro Show. This is MJ. I'm Drew. I want to welcome you to the show where we talk about the latest news of pulp culture, sports, and conspiracies.
And of course, follow us on Instagram at the Des Bro Show. Click on the link there. When you see our Instagram bio, click on the link. It'll shoot you straight to the YouTube channel, or just Google it or YouTube us at the Des Bro Show. And what's up? Am I too low?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, y'all. Yeah, don't worry about cutting that. We're gonna let it go, baby. We're gonna let it fly.
Make sure you're always at the yellow.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. And as I said, man, subscribe to us. Hit the notification bell. Comment, like, subscribe. Again, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever our new episodes come up. Either way, you'll see it on our Instagram. I'm pretty active on there, I guess you could say, when it comes to posting stuff. And you should be a little bit more active. But yeah, anyways, hope you all enjoy this episode. There's gonna be a lot more pop culture. After that, we're gonna just go on the fly, you know, off the fly and just
an interesting
kind of wing it, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm
well, I want to talk about an interesting story I heard earlier this week, so we'll go off that like later.
After. Let's start with the pop culture stuff, man. What's the latest and brave? What's the latest and greatest? There you go.
So far, the latest and greatest is bravest is Spider-Man. A bunch of stuff has been spoiling. There's been a couple of spoilers of Spider-Man. I guess 100% Scorpion is gonna be in this one. Like, that is a verified thing.
Is he going to be the main villain? Because there's a lot of fan theories as far as what that's going to be. And I'll give my little input as well.
So the biggest fan theory there is supposedly the main villain of this one is going to be Hobgoblin.
Yeah, because I forgot that actor, man. I think he's from Stranger Things, is he? Or where's he from? That kid. There's some kid.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I've never watched Stranger Things.
Oh, neither have I. Nothing against it, just haven't had the time to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll probably binge watch it when everything comes out. But anyway. I think he's from there. I want to say he's from there. I don't know his name, but he's going to be Harry Osborn. So now we know that Harry Osborn is going to be in this movie.
So they're going to introduce Harry finally.
I think they're going to. I guess what's his name's not going to be there, huh? Ned.
Well, that's the thing is, I thought
because I saw back behind the scenes that he was on set, but just to be like congratulating Tom Holland, basically to have his back.
Okay.
But he wasn't like filming. He was just there to visit.
Okay.
But you know, who knows?
Well,
they could just be throwing us off.
Supposedly, people thought I thought he was gonna be Hobgoblin. No, listen, check this out. Because his name is Ned, right? In the comics, there's a character named Ned Leeds, who is Hobgoblin.
Okay, but let's get real, dog. Do we want a flying balloon in the air on top of it?
Oh my gosh. I'm just saying. It would have been.
Bro, you know how goofy that's going to look?
I'm just saying, though, like, from what I thought.
Not to body shame the kid, but he is a little overweight.
Okay, all right. But
do we want a fat Hobgoblin in the air?
All right, dude, but I'm just saying it was going to be an interesting case.
It's an interesting case, dog, but it's going to be funny as hell. Let's be honest, dog. Let's be honest. Come on.
I mean, they can do CGI and all that stuff, and his neck can still play as like.
Dog, he's gonna look like a poodle. You know when you shave a poodle and they got the big old heads?
Okay, number one, you don't know comics.
Homie, lighten up, man. There's crack a smile, dog.
I'm smiling, but there's
a joke, but it's not a joke, man. I mean, I'm being dead serious.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is there's a character called Demogoblin within the Spider-Man mythos, and supposedly what if Ned Leeds becomes that?
Is he overweight?
CGI? No, but I'm saying you could turn CGI and turn him into a demonic creature. It's not
an overweight creature, dog?
He's not going to look the same. He's going to look like a demon. He's not going to be all balloon. Don't you get what I'm telling you?
I'm saying, I see what you're saying, dog. I thought we were gonna see like Macy's Day Parade.
No, you're thinking you're gonna see Clown from Spawn. That's what you thought you were
gonna
see.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. There's a good comparison there.
That's what you thought you were gonna see. What I'm saying is you could do CGI. They do it with a lot of characters. It's not hard. But that's what I'm trying to say right there.
Basically like Venom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought they were gonna do.
Like Tom Hardy and Venom.
Yeah. So I thought
I guess that makes sense.
You know,
they'll just use his voice, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that's what I thought it was gonna go towards. Now, of course, Ned Leeds.
I mean, they still could do that.
Well, exactly. But the thing is, in the comics, of course, Ned Leeds isn't the Demogoblin. He's the Hobgoblin. But I mean, it's Marvel films. You can switch up and do things all the time. Yeah. So
different universe.
Exactly. Different universe. All that. So they could, and also it works perfectly with the last Spider-Man because when Ned says, "I'm never gonna betray you."
Yeah, he has that line. He
has that little line.
Yeah.
So that would be cool if Ned ends up being Demogoblin. Especially because he has magic.
Yeah. Interesting, man.
I'm telling you now. That's my little conspiracy theory.
So does that kind of
that's my theory.
Do you still think they're gonna introduce the Sinister Six?
So
supposedly
they might introduce.
Because you said Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion.
He's part of them.
Yeah, well, he's part of it in the films, in the game.
Oh,
okay. He's part of them.
In the video game.
I mean, like, again, it's the films. They can switch things up all the time. Demogoblin, however, he is in the Sinister Six in the 90s.
Hey, so in the comics, man, and in the cartoons, I can't remember. I remember Hobgoblin. Is there a Green Goblin?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Okay.
So in the comics, of course, it's Green Goblin, and then Hobgoblin was Ned Leeds, who found Harry Osborn's technology and kind of made it his own. He became the Hobgoblin.
Okay. I thought that was just a Hollywood story.
Yeah, no. In the cartoons,
Green Goblin does exist.
Yeah, and in the cartoons, they switched it up that the Hobgoblin becomes the Green Goblin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of switched that up. So that's what we grew up in the 90s. We grew up like, oh, Hobgoblin becomes the Green Goblin. No, it's
in the
reverse.
Yeah, and then in the theme song you got the riff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was corny.
Good nostalgia, man.
You corny, bro.
I don't give a damn, man. Call me what you want, man. That's some good nostalgia.
It is
shit
nostalgic.
Right
it is nostalgic.
Okay. Anyway, so back to
yeah, and then I guess Mr. Negative, I guess he's gonna be in there, but he's not gonna be part of the Sinister Six. There's a lot of different things that have been thrown out.
What's interesting is that little teaser trailer that they have at the end when they show the title, you hear that laugh, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that was just like somebody on set laughing, or do you think they were kind of teasing an enemy?
So the enemy could the villain could be two things. It could either be Vulture or it could be Hobgoblin.
Now when they bring the Vulture, you think they're gonna bring back Michael Keaton?
No, I don't think they're gonna bring back Michael.
So?
He's in the Sony universe that has gone anywhere.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see what they do. It'll be an interesting case to see what they're gonna go with. Again, I really think that if any choice they would go with, because we've already seen Green Goblin, and of course he was already in the last one. I think Hobgoblin will be the next best choice to show off, especially if they choose Demogoblin, who uses like magic and special abilities other than just throwing, mechanical grenades, So that would be pretty interesting to see that. And of course Scorpion, like I heard that for sure that is going to be in the movie. So I can't wait to see that. And I don't know, I kind of I'm a little annoyed with all the I don't know, spoilers that they're showing off with like the Punisher. And
oh yeah. I see that too. The little behind the scenes.
Yeah, the little behind. Like, why showing us that? I want to be surprised.
I know.
I want to be surprised.
Yeah. I'm not too happy about that either. That would have been a nice. I mean, we kind of knew he was gonna be in there.
Well, yeah. No, that's like one of the number one things they always talk about is that the Punisher was gonna be in the next Spider-Man movie, but it looks like he's gonna have, other than like how Matt Murdock had in the last one. It seems like he's gonna have a bigger role in the Punisher, unlike the Daredevil, who didn't have any big role at all. He was just a lawyer.
Oh damn! So I'm over here shaking the table.
You're good. He's just a lawyer,
Yeah.
In the last one, but in this one, I guess the Punisher, he's gonna have a bigger role. What it seems
from what it seems like, they even showed his freaking van and everything.
Yes.
Dude. Yeah.
And yeah, no, and I'm interested to see, because a lot of people are saying that this is gonna be like the Spider-Man Punisher team up, and of course Hulk's gonna be in there too.
Yeah, man. I mean, damn.
There's a lot of characters in this movie,
and it could just be them, just a smoke screen. Maybe Hulk won't be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could just be a whole smoke screen that Marvel's doing.
True, but here's the theory. The theory is supposedly this is gonna be that whatever Hulk is gonna be in this film, that this is gonna be the breaking away from Brain Hulk.
Oh yeah,
Professor
he's gonna
Hulk.
just be a Savage Hulk. Yeah.
Professor Hulk, that's his name. Professor Hulk. That Professor Hulk, that this right here is gonna destroy that Professor Hulk and just make him back to Hulk.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see if that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's always they're teasing, man, when it comes to like Secret Wars or Doom. Yeah, Doomsday.
Yeah.
Right? Doomsday. They're always talking. I've always heard rumors that they're gonna kill off a main cornerstone character. You know how we were talking about the core? So I've heard rumors that it's gonna be Thor.
Okay.
But then about a week or two ago, they announced that that Chris Hemsworth signed up for another like 10 years to play Thor. That could be just another smoke screen.
So, here's the thing:
you know
is that
they could just be throwing us off, and they're gonna kill him off.
Well, if they do kill off Thor, he will be probably killed off in not Doomsday, but in Secret War for sure. If they were to do that,
or they could kill off the Hulk, because he's gonna be OP, especially if he's gonna be all crazy again.
Yeah,
they could kill him off because he'll be OP.
And then there's other theories too, that with Secret War, that I guess Josh Brolin
Thanos.
Thanos. That they talked to Josh Brolin. Like I guess they told him, hey, would you ever go back as Thanos in future films? And he's like, yeah, I'd be down.
Hell yeah.
So he would be down for it. That just shows you.
Unless that's the like character they're gonna kill off.
Thanos.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
You could do that.
You know, you could do that
again.
Yeah,
maybe like Doom will kill him.
Yeah.
Again, because it's gonna be Robert Downey Jr. So it'll probably be. You think about it, man. Think how the theater would erupt in applause if freaking Robert Downey Jr. kills Thor again, dude. But as Doom.
Thanos. Not Thor. Thanos.
No. Oh shit. Excuse me. Thor. Damn it! I said it again. Doom.
Thanos. Doom kills Thanos again.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I think the theater would erupt and go, "Holy shit, he did it again!" You know?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty funny, dude. At the same time, it'd be pretty dope.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, oh damn, there goes my mic, y'all. So, see, it sucks, man, because every time I go on Instagram and I pull up my saved post, it goes away. Okay. So check this out for 2026, right? Obviously, we're gonna have Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Here's a slew. There's gonna be a slew of movies coming out next year, dude. I think we're gonna have to. I don't know if Regal Cinema still does like the yearly pass.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be a good year to get a yearly pass. It's 2026.
I think a lot of people are gonna do that, but
yeah. You got the Odyssey. You got Avengers: Doomsday, Spider-Man, Dune Part 3. You got Toy Story 5, The Mandalorian and Grogu, Ice Age 6, Shrek 5. The Hunger Games, what was that called? Sunrise of the Reaping. Oh, the Reaping.
I'm gonna have to censor that. You know that, right?
Damn. Well, just mute it. Don't take it away.
Yeah, that's why I've got to censor that.
Project Hail Mary. I don't know what that is. Supergirl. Super Brothers 2.
You gotta learn how to read.
Super Mario Brothers 2. Yeah, that's all 2026. But yeah.
You gotta learn how to read. You gotta learn how to read. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. You know, I did that on purpose, dog. I meant to do that.
Yeah.
But anywho, and then also Warner Brothers CEO confirms that Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum has a script already in production. It's going to start next year in 2026.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess Andy Serkis is he's going to direct it.
Oh.
So not only is he going to play Gollum, he's going to direct the whole film. Why can't they just bring back Peter Jackson? Too expensive?
I don't know. Like they you know, I think Peter Jackson just wants to do other projects probably. You know, he did the Hobbit project. He did that. I believe he did do that animated film project.
Which I never watched. Yeah,
I still gotta watch that one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's working on, and I guess he's like, you know, I'm gonna move on to other projects. So I could picture that.
That's too bad, man. Because he's like, he's like the George Lucas of Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I can't even tell you who's directing that garbage on Amazon. What is that? Who is that?
I don't know.
So you don't even know.
I don't know.
Because they're making another season, right? What season are they on? Did they already do season 2?
They already did season 2. They already did season 2. I believe they're on season 3 pretty soon.
Holy crap! Who's watching that garbage, man? Why y'all supporting that garbage?
Well, some people actually do like it.
How?
I don't know. It's people who haven't read the Silmarillion.
You know anybody that does? Anybody?
Yeah, I do know people. Brandon watches it.
Brandon watches it.
Yeah, Brandon watches it. He's actually interested in them. He actually likes it. I believe one of my friends.
Why you do that to yourself,
Roman 2,
man?
I believe Roman 2 likes that too.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I do have friends that are interested in it, but they just like it. But it's like if you read the Silmarillion, for those that read the Silmarillion, those are the people that don't dislike it.
What the hell's the Silmarillion?
So the Silmarillion is. So I just want to pause for a bit. I said Peter Jackson. It's actually J.R.R. Tolkien who wrote Lord of the Rings. I messed up, but that's who wrote the Silmarillion is J.R.R. Tolkien. So I just want to fix that up real quick. Let's go back to the show. Version before Lord of the Rings, before The Hobbit, before it all happens. Is
it in a book?
It's a book. It's in a book. And basically it's kind of like the way that he builds it is kind of like a Bible. The reason why I'm saying it's like a Bible is because a lot of it is like theys and thous. This character married her. They had a child. That child married another. You know how the Bible kind of does.
They do a genealogy?
Like yeah, genealogy. How the Bible does that. It kind of does that too.
Oh.
So it's kind of in a way.
So it's not a story?
It is a story in which it's kind of like more structured like in a genealogy sort of way.
Interesting.
So there is a story there, but there isn't really characters that talk to one another like in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, how they actually talk to one another in these conversations.
Yeah.
I believe there isn't any of that. It's just a lot of like historical story of what's going on and where it's leading to. And a lot of it, if you do read the Silmarillion, those are the people that are annoyed that the series isn't following that. That's where most of the annoyance is, which it's really like, in a way, and you could decode it being like, well, you can get away with it because, again, like the Silmarillion, you talk about one page, and you brought it out a little bit longer, you know. And if you think about,
it's kind of like The Hobbit, how he separated into 3 movies.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of people were against that when it first happened.
Yes, and
right?
so and I believe
fans of like The Hobbit.
Yeah, fans of The Hobbit were kind of annoyed about that. And so you can understand the fans of that Hobbit were annoyed with it. So the people with Silmarillion think how annoyed they are more that here it is. There's a part of a book that you're expanding longer and you're putting your own story and your own information in there. So that's where the annoyance kind of kicks in.
I guess that makes sense.
Another thing that kind of gets me a little annoyed with it. The only thing that gets me annoyed with it is how they're kind of like showing that the enemy that the enemy's being forced to do this. No, goblins, orcs, all those creatures, they're evil. They're supposed to be evil. They're made of evil, but I guess they make you feel bad for them.
In the show?
Yeah, the show makes you feel bad for them.
Brandon, man, why are you watching that, man? Why are you supporting that, bro?
Yeah, so that's where a lot of like the annoyance is for like Lord of the Rings fans. Some Lord of the Rings fans are kind of annoyed with that too. So that's what and then me personally, I don't know. I don't like humanizing villains that much. You know?
Yeah.
Now, of course, like
I like a little mystery. Kind of like the Joker.
Well, here's the thing, though.
He's still a mystery, right?
I feel like
his up and coming.
Yeah. So I feel like when you're humanizing a character,
maybe not the Tim Burton movie.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I feel like when you're humanizing a villain, it only works when the person that writes it does it. The original writer.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Now, if someone
they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So if someone who originally writes it decides, oh no, but this is why the villain is the villain, and the writer's the one that does it, okay, that's cool. But if you're banking on another person's story and you're trying to humanize a certain character, that's where I'm like, no, not for me. No way, no.
Yeah, because a lot of the times you want your... I mean, I don't know. It could go both ways because sometimes you do kind of want to see... what's that saying goes? About being the enemy or the villain? Not you live long enough to see
the villains aren't born; they're raised. Basically,
they're created.
They're created.
So you kind of want to see that.
I guess
sometimes,
but at the same time, like you got to make sure that you do it in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, that's what I know about that area. Anything else you gotta
As far as pop culture, no, I think that's about it, man.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I gave a rundown of 2026 movies, and yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good idea to invest in that Regal Cinemas pass.
Okay.
You know, a lot of films. All right, so let's move on to some random topics here. All right. Like I said, I'm just gonna go off the fly here. So Anna Paulina, I think you know her. She's in the Trump cabinet.
Okay.
This chick right here. Watch. Let me show you, man. Anna Paulina Luna. Say Auga.
All right.
Yeah, her.
All right.
She was recently, I think a couple of days ago, she was on Joe Rogan podcast, and there's a specific.
Oh, okay.
You probably heard about this.
I have an idea.
Probably sent it to you.
You probably did. Go ahead.
And she mentions that because she's seen pictures and images and files. Now she says she hasn't seen anything in person as far as when it comes to aerial phenomenon or UFOs, whatever you want to call it, man, aliens. But she's seen pictures. She's seen classified pictures. She even said on the Joe Rogan show that there's only certain things she could say she can't say.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of classified documents.
All right.
That she can't say. Obviously, because they'll probably freaking kill her, right?
Yeah.
Or hurt her family or whatever. Or maybe release some nudes. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure they're out there.
God. You hurt my head, dude.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're out there, dude.
Let's go on.
Anyway, so freaking...
Damn it, man. Why do you do this?
I don't know. I do this to myself.
You do this to yourself. You're going for punishment, I swear. Okay.
So freaking so yeah, she can't say certain things, but what she did say was very kind of eye-opening, and we've mentioned this like many times throughout certain episodes in our show. I think we mentioned it, like in our first episode, man. Throwback to our first episode. We're kind of glitching out, or are we good?
We're good.
Okay. Interdimensional beings. She mentions interdimensional beings.
Okay.
That there's a lot of people within the government, documents as well, saying that these things are interdimensional.
Yeah.
That's going to say that it's demonic.
Yeah.
Interdimensional, they're not physical beings.
Yeah.
They're not just coming from another planet.
Well,
they're just in other freaking dimensions.
Well, here's I think
maybe hell. I don't know.
Well, I think I told you about this conspiracy before. That's what the conspiracy, that the whole ideology of the universe and galaxies, that galaxies themselves, how do we not know that galaxies themselves are just dimensional portals?
Right. Or black holes.
Infinite.
Yeah.
And yes, because, you know, some of them are blue, some of them are red. Like, there's different kind of, like, variations of different galaxies. How do we not know that those galaxies are other dimensions? That when you're entering that area, you're entering another dimension. Oh, case in point, how the Catholic Church, we talked about this before, they have a telescope. You know, they have their own giant telescope.
In Arizona, I believe.
And the conspiracy about that is, me personally, they're looking for heaven. They're looking for God. They're looking for heaven. And there's been what if...
But it's not a physical place, dog.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if the ideology of heaven is in one of those dimensional galaxies? You go there, but you can't feel it. You can't touch it. There's nothing to feel. It's a spiritual realm.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not just going to fly through it physically.
You can't fly it physically. And even if you were to enter it, you can't touch anything.
In other words, your soul.
Your soul is the only thing that could touch it, but your physical body can't touch anything in that galaxy area.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of souls, man, my wife told me a story of, I don't know where she got this from. I don't know what post or what. But it's this little girl, this mom and this little girl are talking. And the little girl claims that she chose the mom. So when she was pregnant, her soul chose the mom.
Okay.
And she goes, well, honey, why did you choose me? What made me so special? Why did you choose me as your mommy? You know, it's kind of playing along with her.
Yeah.
And she goes, because you dance a lot. I watched you dance, and you dance a lot, and you look like a fun mommy, and I want to dance with you for the rest of my life. She goes, whoa, because back in the day when she was young, she used to be a dancer. Like, I don't know if a ballerina or what, not a stripper. Dirty bastards. It's you dirty-minded freaks. She was a dancer. I don't know what kind of dancer, break dancer, who knows what. But anyways, she loved to dance. How did her daughter, who's I think like maybe 3, 4, or 5 years old, knew that?
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she dances with her, you know.
Yeah.
When they're singing ABCs or whatever, you know, or... You know, like my son Blaze comes on and he dances to the theme song.
And he sings with it.
Yeah, and he has us get
full
up.
Of energy.
Yeah, he gets us up to go dance with him. But anyway, maybe that she does that, but I don't know the whole story. I don't know how old the little girl is. But the fact that she said, I watched you dance. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting to think that maybe you ever seen that movie, that Pixar movie Soul?
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like that. It's almost like that in a way.
Like, it's your turn.
Yeah.
You're next.
Yeah, interesting, man. It's just crazy to think that who knows?
Well,
I mean,
I sometimes think to myself, and this is another conspiracy. How do we not know that, you know, that we all go through this, but once we hit a certain age, we're so used to being raised in this world that we forget who we used to be.
Oh.
Like, what if we were younger? What if you were young?
You're so innocent.
Yeah, and you gotta think about this too. There's some occasions where sometimes, you know, a 3-year-old or whatevs or a 4-year-old, they'll say like the most weirdest stuff.
And then the parents are like, how did he know that?
Yeah, how did he or she know this?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that like, and then we get older and we kind of like lose that magic in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think it's because I feel like once you reach that, like I said, once you reach that certain age, your old memories are gone, and your new memories come in.
Damn. I think I seen something like that years ago, like a post that came up, and I thought it was a pretty interesting theory.
Yeah. Like maybe.
Very, very interesting.
You know, like. And I'm saying like maybe it's a way from like our souls. You know, me personally, because I am Catholic, I do believe in heaven. How do we not know that God says, you know what? If you want to be human, you could do this, but there are some guidelines you'll have to follow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you reach a certain age, you will be 100% human. You know, you got to think about that too.
Mm-hmm. Man, very interesting. Very interesting.
Just blew your mind, didn't I?
Oh yeah, definitely did.
That's what I try to do. I try to blow minds.
Yeah, and then she also mentioned it back to Anna Paulina Luna. She also mentioned that there's historical evidence of these beings being around.
Okay.
Like before Christ. I mean, it only makes sense that these things are these interdimensional beings. I'm telling you, man, and I fully believe that it is demonic.
Well, here's the thing. There's two different there's many different kinds of interdimensional beings. I'm not going to go too far in the rabbit hole, but supposedly
Please do.
Okay, all right.
Let's take a dive.
Okay, why not? So, roll your eyes. Reptilians, right? Everyone talks about reptilians.
Yeah.
Reptilians.
That's
They're
a
one of them.
physical form of a creature.
Yes, exactly. But that's one of them. The Greys. But there's also supposedly, of course, there's the blonde-haired, blue-eyed ones.
Oh, yeah.
So supposedly, those are the peaceful ones. Supposedly, and they went to. I don't know if you heard this conspiracy. They went to the United States government around the 1800s, saying that or what's it, 1800? Like between the 1800s and 1900s, they went to them because of the atomic bombs, atomic weapons, all that stuff. They went to them and they said,
"That was the 1800s. No, that was the 1900s."
Okay, 1900s. Okay. So this happened during the 1900s, basically. And they basically went down and they talked to the American government. They said, look, we want you to bring the whole world together, and we wanted to make peace and stop your weapons, military bombs, all this stuff, stop it. And we can make peace, and you can join us. And then the Greys came and they said, hey, we got you a better deal. We'll show you all these weapons. Look what this weapon can do. Look what this weapon can do. And of course, the United States government, what it's all about, it's about power, right? So supposedly they went with the Greys deal instead of their deal.
It's interesting.
Instead of the peaceful deal.
It's interesting about the whole blonde-haired, blue-eyed. Isn't that who Hitler
praises the most? Yeah, it's really.
And he wasn't even blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
Yeah.
So was he? There's all kinds of conspiracies that. I mean, that's not even a conspiracy. This dude and his little gang of minions or whatever, the Nazis, they were all into archaeology, man, and alchemy and the dark arts, and they got their hands into some crazy shit,
looking
man.
for anything of religious stature, of
right,
power.
whether it's good or bad, or just power in general.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, check it out.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah. Tommy Lee Jones, Indiana Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones did all that.
Yeah. I mean, damn. I don't know. It's very, very, very. It's an interesting world we live in history. Remember, it's written by the victors, so we don't know
what kind of technology they really had, basically.
And if they did, Warner von Braun brought it to the United States. Well, even Warner von Braun, I believe he's even said that these things are interdimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess supposedly before the Greys talked to the United States, they first talked to the Nazis. Like, that's why basically the reason why the Nazis had all the great technology is supposedly the Greys contacted them first. And then, because of course the blonde-haired, blue eyes met us first, so the Greys like, oh well, I guess we'll meet them first, and they meet. And of course, the United States. Look at us. We see they have submarines. They have they have jets. They have all this great technology that the United States was seeing that the Nazis had. We need that. We want that. So that's why I kind of think they stopped the deal with the blonde-haired, blue-eyed guys and decided to go with the Greys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because supposedly that's where the Nazis got all the abilities from the Greys, conspiracy-wise. Yeah, they were working with the Greys, or the Greys were working with them. Yeah, no, the Greys aren't supposedly in conspiracies. The Greys aren't really a good group. They're not a good group. They're not, and if they're especially if they're working with Nazis, that shows you even
obviously,
further, where they're at.
Now, unless you're Kanye West.
Oh, God, do not.
I was gonna sing the song.
Yeah, do not do that. You already did so much on this show already. Do not make it even worse, please.
Yeah.
God.
So also another thing that kind of caught my attention this week. You ever heard of the Snake Mount? I believe in Ohio.
Yeah. Okay, I heard about that. Is it the one that is it's a statue of a snake?
No,
and it has scales?
No, not even that.
Right.
Snake Mound. Go Google it. Let's do the good old Googles. Bring it up, JMO. Bring it up. The Snake Mound, mountain in Vermont. Okay, so I was way off. Let's see, Snake Mountain. Okay, no, do this. Holy shit! The Final Fantasy. Get out of there.
That's from He-Man.
Jeez. Okay, no. Snake Mound. Mounds? Snake Mound. Yeah, there we go. Ohio Peebles. The Serpent Mound. Damn, I was way off. Look at that. Show the people here, man. Show the people. Bring that up.
I'll be here that one or what?
That's YouTube, dog.
Ah.
The Serpent Mound. There we go.
All right.
Just open it up, dog. Just open up the website. See if we can zoom in from the website instead of saving it and all that. The Serpent Mound.
I'll just show.
That's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Ah, there it is. Boom.
There it is. Yeah.
Look at that.
Click the wrong one.
See if you can zoom in. Can you zoom in? Is there
I can't zoom in.
Anyways, that's the Serpent Mound. That's an aerial view of the Serpent Mound.
Okay.
Nobody really knows how old it is. Now, mainstream archaeologists, people, mainstream, they look at that and they think, oh, it's just the Native Americans did that. But even the Native Americans, the local tribe there, whoever's there, they even said, no, this has been before us.
Okay.
We found this. And there's even theories of like even the pyramids and stuff are a lot older than we think. That the Egyptians they didn't build the pyramids, they found it. That it was there already.
Okay.
Same thing with the Aztecs. There was probably another civilization before the Aztecs that built these things. Well, there's actually evidence. Matter of fact, I think in Peru, could be wrong. It could be Peru, one of the South American countries. They found within a pyramid, there's a pyramid. Within a pyramid, there's another pyramid. So, centuries ago, whatever civilization was there built this pyramid, and then somebody else found it. They built it on top. And they kept building, right? The Incas or whatever.
Okay.
But majority of the time, they're saying we really don't know how really old these structures are because they've probably been here before the Aztecs, the Native Americans, the Egyptians. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an interesting theory.
It's an interesting theory.
It could be a possibility that's real.
And then, of course, there's the conspiracy theory to that. And it has been shown that, I don't know, again, it's Peru, that there's like sometimes they find pyramids or temples that were buried like hills.
Oh, yeah.
And they're buried underneath it.
Well, you never know. I mean, Smith Mountain, for God's sake. That could be a freaking pyramid. I was
going to talk about that.
But it's covered up as a mountain.
Exactly.
Or even the mountain we got here, not D Hill, that's D Hill, where we got Reedley and Singer, the S and the big old R. That could be a freaking pyramid. We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so crazy that we have these big old hills in the middle of our town, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it kind of separates us from us to Orosi. But yeah, same thing with Singer and Reedley. You just never know, dog.
Yeah.
You just never know, man.
Yeah.
We don't know if that was a pyramid or a structure. You know, we got to have some LiDAR circling around and checking it out. I think that'd be a good thing. It's a pretty good theory.
Yeah.
Damn. You never know. You ever heard of, and then last note, Mount Shasta. It's in California. It's up north.
Okay.
You ever heard of Mount Shasta?
No, I'd be honest
All
with
kinds
you.
of crazy crap happens there, dude. Like people go missing. You go there, like if we were to go there and backpack and hike, we'd probably end up missing or dead. There's a conspiracies that there's like freaking portals there. People have stumbled across. People have walked with like radios and they hear voices. They're hearing people like on the other side talk to them. They can't find them. Whenever you have a chance, man, we could do probably a whole episode on this. I'm just bringing it up. So wait for that, ladies and gentlemen, for all that. And you guys could probably do your own research on Mount Shasta. You don't really hear a lot about it, man. And I have heard about it on History Channel, Ancient Aliens, you name it, dude, the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna propose this to you, bro. Do you want to go to Mount Shasta? I think we should go. Record the whole thing, bro.
I would be down for that. I really am. I don't know if you would though.
I do not want to take my risk.
Yeah,
I love my life and my family.
The thing is, I'm a single guy. You know.
We'll send you out to the wolves.
I'll do that. I'll do it. Why not?
How about we send you and a couple of your buddies that don't really care about their lives? I'm such an ass. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, y'all. I love y'all, man. Maybe I don't love y'all because I don't know you, but as human beings, you know, Godspeed, God be with you. But I love you, man. I don't want you to go. I love you, man. You're my only brother. So
okay, all right.
How about I don't know, man. We gotta throw somebody out there we don't care about.
Okay.
Maybe some homeless people or something. Throw some like GPS on them, you know, maybe a freaking air tag.
Well, bro, they'll take all the gear with them and sell it for drugs. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
They're not. But oh yeah, sure, yeah, I'll do it.
Out they dip, man. Freaking, they take our air tag and some snacks, whatever they want.
Exactly, bro.
But I don't know, man. Mount Shasta, man. Y'all do some research out there. We should do a special on that. We'll do some more research on that. I've heard about it years ago, and I'm very intrigued. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's kind of enticing. I kind of do want to see what's up. But a lot of Native Americans, a lot of the tribes, they say there's a lot of negative energy, and even I don't know if skinwalkers are around there, but I think they're protectors of Mount Shasta, and I don't think they allow people to go in. Dude, you never know. Maybe there's still some local. Who knows? Maybe there's still some tribes there. Who knows?
Like I'm saying, like ancient. Like I'm talking about, like the Mummy. Like,
yeah,
you know, like
like
a secret order to protect,
or the uncontacted tribes over there in like those islands.
Yes.
Remember, you had that jackass that tried over there. Oh, I got a Bible. Let's preach the word, and that fool got killed.
Yeah.
You know, not to dump on my own religion, but I'm just saying, you know, there's
areas where
let's get real, dog. They're not gonna listen to you. They're gonna kill you and eat you.
Exactly.
You know? And there's some people who don't want to hear the word, and there's some that do, and those people obviously did not want to hear the word. Wow. You know. Anyway, getting off topic.
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe there's some uncontacted Native American tribes at Mount Shasta.
Trying to protect something up there.
Who knows, man? You know, and same thing on these islands, bro. I mean, think about it. This has come across my mind, because these I'm trying to speak here. Hold on. I'm trying to say this without tongue twisting. Uncontacted tribes, the ones over there in the islands. How do we know that they're not protecting gold? How do we know they're not protecting creatures, beings? How do we know they're not protecting? Who knows? Ancient technology.
Yeah, so
sitting in that island.
Yeah. So no. Like, how do we not?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that they're actually there for protecting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's actually there's a method to the madness that they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't question it.
Don't question it. Yeah, and the local governments, like the Indian government, because it's by India, it's government protected as well.
Yeah.
You can't fly there. You can't. You know, there's some people like that crazy dude that went over there to preach the word. I mean, I know he's trying to do God's work, but I mean, did God really want you there, dog? I don't think so. You gotta be careful with that sometimes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it is a government protected island. So how do we know the government lets them do their thing because they're protecting something there that's valuable to the government? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. And so who knows what Mount Shasta. You want to Google it real quick, man? Google Mount Shasta.
Sure.
You could bring that up real quick. Mount Shasta, California. Ew, there it is. It's huge. Yeah, so people go hiking, they never come back sometimes, you know?
Oh, wow.
Or I think your GPS or your radio signals go blank. Like, you can't.
I'll just show them pictures right here.
Yeah, just bring them up. That's Mount Shasta.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's almost like the Bermuda Triangle. You lose contact, you get lost. Maybe there's some portals. Who knows? God knows what's there, man. Only way we find out is if we go, bro.
Well, the thing is, if I see a Native American tribe that coming up to me and say, "Hey, do not pass this," I'm not going to
pass. Yeah, I'm heading back.
I'm going to listen to him, like, "Okay, good, thank you. I'm going to leave."
I'll be like, "Oh my God, what's that?" And just yeah. Gone. I'm done. Donezo.
Yeah,
Last you heard of that.
Yeah, no. If you ever see a tribe and a group telling you not to do it, better listen, not do it. Just saying. That's word to the wise. So. It's interesting.
That's all I got, man.
It's interesting that I talk about government stuff because there is a story that kicked in around this week.
Nice segue.
Of a guy named Ethan Guo. Hopefully I didn't butcher his name. He was traveling through 7 continents in one engine Cessna to raise $1 million of cancer research. So he was going through all 7 continents. He was going to do a huge travel thing, and he was doing it.
In the name of cancer research.
In the name of cancer research. And I guess donation of $1 million for his crusade that he's doing. All by himself in a little Cessna plane, flying by himself. Well, I guess while he was traveling in South America, he was planning like when he was going through South America, he was planning on landing in southern Argentina. But
wait, why was he going to Antarctica? Why was he going to Antarctica? Sorry, I gotta speak up.
Well, here's the thing. Here's his reason. He was going down to southern Argentina, right?
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly
where the Nazis went to.
So supposedly,
not saying he's a Nazi.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, that's the theory. That's the story of that. But what happened was that during his flying, his engine was malfunctioning, and the weather was going crazy.
Okay.
So it took him off course down to a place in Antarctica, a military base in King George Island. This is owned by Chile.
Okay.
And the Chilean government, as soon as he landed, detained him.
Okay.
He has been detained for about 7 weeks already.
Oh, so this is just recent.
This is just recent.
Holy crap,
He's
dude.
been detained for 7 weeks. All right.
Okay.
And so, they I guess just recently, the reason why the story's starting to come out more is that they just recently went to court. They went through a thing, and they said that after the trial case, that he has to spend $30,000 on cancer charities. This was a slap on the wrist.
Okay.
And he can't go back to Chile for 3 years.
Okay.
That's it. But here's the story. He's still detained there.
Okay.
And he can't leave on his Siena. They don't let him leave on his plane.
Okay.
They're not allowing him on his plane. He's still stuck there until they come up with a way for him to fly. And he's like, why can't I just fly my plane? The engine's fixed. We fixed the problem. The issue's good. I could fly out. I could fly back to Argentina. And then, we could go off there and I could just get back on course,
So is the theory did he find the cure for cancer?
So the theory is this. That he wasn't planning on going to Argentina. He was planning on going to the Antarctic.
Okay.
But he went through problems and issues, so he had to go down somewhere. And this is the conspiracy theory. They had to go down to the... And since Chile, what they don't want to do is they don't want to go back on his plane, because what if he goes further down to the Antarctic?
Okay.
So the story is they're stopping him from going further into the Antarctic because that's what he truly wants to do. That's the conspiracy behind that.
Yeah, because did they give him a real rhyme or reason why he can't be there?
Well, because here's the reason why he can't be there. The reason why he couldn't be there was because when you're flying to a certain area, you're supposed to give a course where you're going to, right?
Yeah.
So he told him we're going to go to Argentina, but instead he went to Chile.
Oh, shoot.
So because of doing that, he broke the law.
Oh, shoot.
So he did break the law. And that's why, of course, he went to court and all that stuff.
So he's doing all this cancer research. Why is he going to Antarctica?
It's not, this is a charity for cancer research. He's not doing cancer research.
I thought he was traveling the world looking at different research.
$1 million $1 million for charity research. So you watch his stream, you watch his feed, you watch him do this awesome thing, and you donate. You donate for him to go through 7 continents, which of course he was doing, but then it went like that happened to him, and now he's stuck in Antarctica. And the reason, supposedly, I guess the reason they don't want to go on his plane, they want someone to fly down there, pick him up, and get him out of there.
Okay, simple. Let's do it.
He wants his plane.
Oh.
He wants to leave with his plane, so they're trying to come up with an agreement of what to do. So until then, he's stuck there in Antarctica, and supposedly the conspiracy is that he was actually planning. The conspiracy theory is he was actually planning on going to Antarctica.
Past the ice walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Document it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's the theory. And the reason why Chile doesn't want him to go is because what if this guy does that?
What if he actually makes it?
And here's the thing, too. I'm not saying he was doing that. I'm saying Ethan Goau, maybe he was just, maybe that did happen. Maybe he did get injured problems and he had to fly further down. Dude, if you look at the map where the George Island is at, the King George Island is, compared to Argentina, dude, and his flight pattern, he could have easily went down in that area. Why did he pass that area? Oh, injured problem? You just fly around a bit and then you go right back. No, he went further down. And so supposedly he did that purposely. That's the conspiracy theory. He did that purposely. And that another conspiracy theory is that he didn't go down on his own accord. They forced him down.
Oh, of course,
because it's a military base. He was flying over a military base. So conspiracy theories, they forced him down. But of course, all the news outlets are saying, oh yeah, and the story he's saying is, oh yeah, no, I went off course and weather and engine troubles, so I had to go further down. Which it's
a possibility.
It is a possibility. I'm not a flight person. If you do fly planes, if you know how flight patterns work, please tell us to know that what he did was the correct thing to do. Maybe it was the correct thing. engine and weather problems. Let us know on the comments below if he did the right mission. He did what he was supposed to do. But other than that, he is still detained in this military base in Antarctica.
Damn.
So yeah.
Man, I can't wait to keep up to date with this, man, week by week, man.
Yeah,
we'll give a weekly update.
Yeah, we'll let you know if he got home.
Cool.
Just real quick, but
hopefully there's a happy ending to this story.
Yeah, hopefully there is. Yeah, hopefully there is, man. So
cool.
What's happening there?
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. Again, like he said, comment at the bottom, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell once again. Follow us on Instagram at the Des Bros Show. God bless. Peace. We'll see you next week.
Catch you next time.
Bam.